welcome back. How you're doing? Hope you're well. Today's a bit more of a slow day. We don't really plan on going out for a walk or anything. It's really muggy, to be fair. So we just spent all morning just editing the video. I've actually sorted out a parcel, which is here. I'm selling one of my tripods, just trying to basically downsize on things and get rid of things I'm not really using. So I'm going to send that off. That's good that that's sold. A bit of extra money into the travel bank. And what I'm going to check now is the actual gas bottle, because yesterday it actually cut off at night, just randomly just cut off. And usually it does that when it's getting low, but since then it's been working fine. And it's been about 3 weeks since we got it, and we did say we was going to check it on 3-week mark. So we're actually going to check it to see if we need a new one, because we need to go out and do some shopping as well. So if we need a new gas bottle, we can obviously go and get that at the same time. So after checking it, I can definitely hear it sloshing around and stuff. There's probably maybe a quarter left in, maybe a little bit less, so it should last us a few more days, so we don't need to go and replace that, which is good. To be fair, it's been alright, because it's been about 3 weeks and we've actually used it every single day, so it's done us alright, to be fair, especially for £17.50. So at least we ain't got to get another one. All we've got to do is just go and do some food shopping. Right, we're back at the farm now. I've actually managed to get back in the nice spot as well, where we can see all over the fields. So the work for the weekend's been done around here, so we can obviously park back up. So that's obviously really nice. One of the actual cool things about when you go shopping, when you're actually living in a van, is when you actually come out of the supermarket, you ain't even got to pack all your stuff into like bags and stuff. You just put it back in the trolley, bring it back to your van, then just literally put it straight away in the cupboards and stuff in the car park. So it saves a lot of hassle when you obviously normally you'd get home and then have to unpack and that lot. Where because you've already been walking around, your kind of blood's pumping and stuff, so you're kind of in the mood to actually move. So when you actually get back to the van, it's pretty cool to just be able to put it all away and then it's done, you ain't got to worry about it. I'm not really sure what else we've got planned for the rest of the night. I think Tabitha might be doing some blog stuff, because I think she's planning on starting up a blog for us in the next few weeks or so. So I think she's going to try and get a little head start on that writing wise. As for me, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm kind of just going to sit here, enjoy the view, cook dinner soon because I'm getting a bit hungry, and then maybe go out for a little walk later. But if we go out for a walk, it's going to literally just be around the edge of the farm, on the farmland, so it's not going to be nothing too major tonight. A bit more of a chilled one, I think. Right, so I've actually managed to find myself a task to do tonight. I'm going to actually photograph some of the jam that's made here on the farm. Basically, I've been photographing for them, I don't know how long they're for now, a little while. And they've come out with 3 new products, so obviously they want them photographing. So I'm actually going to do that tonight, because I don't know if you can see behind me, obviously it's sunset, or it's coming towards sunset. Again, it's golden hour now. So it's obviously great lights photographing. So I'm just going to head out into the fields. I've got the jam in my bag, and I thought I'd take you along, obviously, on a little shoot. So it's just going to be a little product shoot, really, nothing too fancy. They just want a picture of the jar just to put on the website. So that's what I'm going to go and do. Sort of 3 pictures, so it shouldn't take too long. And I'll talk you through actually what I'm thinking about when I'm actually going to take it as well. So I've literally just come into the field right next to the van. You can see the van there behind me. And the first task is just to kind of find the location to actually shoot them in. I want to actually try and change location after each photo, really. I don't want to shoot them all in the same location so they look the same. So that's the first thing. I'm basically just going to kind of look for something that complements the actual, like what is on the jar of the jam and stuff. So at the minute in this field, I've kind of got like some white flowers and stuff like that with some greens. I might try something on the ground here, in amongst obviously all the foliage and like the little flowers and stuff. But I'm also probably going to walk down the footpath, which obviously goes that way. And follow that round and see if I can try and find any berries or anything in the bushes, because obviously that will go really nice with obviously jam. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of find a few locations, and then obviously I'll probably start looking at trying to get a photo from there, but I'll obviously walk you through that when I actually get there. I've managed to find my first spot. It's literally just down there. And when you're actually taking product photos and stuff, you don't need like a big surrounding area or anything like that. You kind of want to look for details, so that's kind of what you want to start with. I've got like a nice little spot down here that's going to be my first spot I'm going to try out. It might not work, you know what I mean, they don't always work, especially first time in that lot, but I've got a good feeling about this one. It's kind of like a nice little bit of foliage, some little flowers in there as well, so we'll try this one and see what it looks like. So this is basically the area I've found. As you can see, it's literally just kind of a little tiny spot. But I like it at the minute. I've kind of obviously got there's some greens on the actual label. I don't know if you can really see it, but there's some greens on the label, and obviously there's greens in the background and dark colours, so it gives it a bit of a moody look. But I'll take some photos now and I'll show you them on the screen. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with how they look. I haven't actually looked at them on the computer yet, but on the back of the screen they look decent. Didn't take too long, just literally place it in, kind of position it about a little bit, and then obviously take a few snaps and stuff. So That's one down. I've got 2 left to do, so I'm going to head that direction and obviously see if I can find another spot for them. I've literally come, what, I don't know, 15 meters down the path, and I think I found the next little spot I'm going to try out for one of the other jars. This one's a marmalade as well, so I'm kind of looking for a bit of colour in this one, because obviously the other one was dark. This one I'm trying to look just for a bit of colour to inject into it, just to obviously contrast nicely with the colour of the marmalade. So this is the little spot I've gone for. I'll take a few pictures now and then you'll see them on the screen too. So what I've had to do on this one is, because the sun was over my shoulder when I was in that line of sight there to take the photograph, I've had to set up the little griller pod and then put the camera on a 2-second timer. So then I'd set it up and then press obviously the shutter button and then just run out of the way, so I weren't casting a shadow on it at all. I'm quite happy with how it looks as well, so when I edit it I think this will look really smart, this one. That's 2 down, 1 to go, so let's go and find another spot. So this is the last little spot I've found for the last jar. We've got some flowers in the foreground around the jar, which I think looks really nice. Nice little spot this is, I found. We've got some green in there as well as contrast with the yellow and the orange, so I think this will look pretty smart as well. So I thought I'd just come back to the van to speak to you a little bit more. Basically all they actually needed was just a single photo of each jar of jam, just to show off the new product that they've got. So they didn't need like a set of images or anything of each jar, it's literally just one image they needed. And they ain't too hard to get, to be fair. They're quite easy. You just find like a nice little area for it and obviously set the jar up nicely and take a picture. But usually when I'm doing that sort of stuff I do use the 50mm at 1.8, but this time I've tried out, because obviously I was recording it as well, I thought I'd try it using the 35. So it'll be interesting to see when I get them on the computer what the difference is to what I normally get with it. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit of an experiment at the same time. So if it doesn't work out well, I will be heading back out there to the exact same spots again, but with a 50mm. So I'll let you know how it goes. So I've just been sat in the van editing the photos. Tabitha's actually writing a blog in there. But yeah, so I'm really happy with them photos, to be fair. The perspective shift is not what I'm used to when I'm shooting that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm usually using a 50, which you don't get that much perspective warp. But I got a little bit from the 35. Sometimes I kind of liked it, the other times it was a bit iffy. So I think from now on I'll probably more than likely stick with the 50 still, but I'm still happy with these. So yeah, so I thought I'd quickly show you obviously just a little tiny shoot that I needed to do. Yeah, if you've got any questions or anything, just leave them down below in the comments. But we're going to end the video here because we're both starving and we're just going to cook up some pasta now. So thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and we'll see you tomorrow.